while it's still Autism Acceptance Month, I just want to say, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you are not disabled enough just because your disability is invisible and people can't tell that you're disabled. Because I be talking to some of my other friends on the spectrum, and because they are low supports needs and can do things like drive and hold down a regular 9 to 5, they don't feel like they are disabled enough to warrant needing any extra help or to even have the right to call themselves disabled. It's really fucking stupid that anyone has to worry about that, and there's many reasons for that. One, I think, is because social media, the way that it's been, it requires people to perform every aspect of their person all the fucking time. And if it's not being performed, then it's not true and it's not real. In that same vein, I think it's also forgotten that a lot of disabled people are doing their best to be as not disabled as possible. Saying that, I mean that a lot of us are trying as hard as we can to adjust and live as full a life as we can despite our disability. Some people have more resources to be able to do that than others, but if someone is able to adjust, we're happy for them, or at least we should be. Why the fuck would you punish somebody for doing the best that they can to adjust? Because whether they look well adjusted or not, or fine or able-bodied or whatever, if you're a person on the spectrum, you're still going through an internal battle every single fucking day. Some of that comes with like literal physical pain that comes with masking, because there's still situations in which we have to mask. That doesn't go away. Especially when some of us, namely black people, namely black women, we can't exactly afford to show that we're having difficulty with anything. We also can't show that we're doing too well, so that's great. The way I put it to my friend was like this: if somebody lost their leg, right, and they learned how to walk with a prosthetic leg, and they learned to walk so well through physical therapy, probably months, maybe years of practice, so that no one can really tell that they have a prosthetic leg. If someone were to walk up to that person parking in a disability spot, or like boarding a plane first or whatever, and was like, excuse me, but you are not disabled, you do not look disabled to me, would they not be an asshole for that? A disability is a disability. You're still battling things that able-bodied people don't have to worry about. That takes a tremendous amount of energy that they just get to keep because they don't have to do the things that you have to do. So hooray, we're still disabled. I'll never forget 2020, remember they were doing those blackout months that like never fucking worked? And they decided, I think, that October was disability month and you could only post if you were disabled. I didn't fucking know this. I went and posted normally as I usually do. And some motherfuckers in the comments were like, just so you know, it's disability blackout month, so you should not be posting unless you're disabled. I have been very forthcoming about my disability in my content in the last few years, but I don't want to talk about it all the time, and I don't have to talk about it all the time because it's hard to talk about. Again, now, since everybody has to perform every part of their person for everyone all the time, I had to be like, I have fucking PTSD. Really, really bad, actually. Would you like, what other details do you need? Do you need the story of how I got it? Do you need a list of all my medications? Do you need to know what my hours of therapy are? You need my therapist notes? What do you need to believe that I'm disabled? And of course they're like, oh no, I didn't know, I'm so sorry. I'm so like, no, fuck you're sorry. Fuck you're sorry. What, somebody has to be actively suffering. You need to perceive that somebody is suffering or in pain in front of you for you to deem them disabled enough. I'll tell you right now, you will never catch me grabbing a phone as soon as I have a panic attack so that I can film it and show it to you guys. Same goes for fucking meltdowns. Never gonna do that. And no one should have to. Enough of us live in fear of losing disability support, like payments and extra help and stuff like that, if we don't look disabled enough to like the VA or something like that. As an adult, looking back, knowing now that I'm on the spectrum, I look at my childhood and all the different like social interactions and stuff that were so hard for me and I didn't know why. I was having panic attacks, anxiety attacks like 4 times a week in high school, extra bad every time I had to go to basketball practice, and I didn't know why. I thought I was just being a little bitch. Turns out being in chronic pain like that was not normal at all. I did my best to look fine all that time, but also all that time I could have been helped and I wasn't helped and I needed it. So please do not let anyone make you feel guilty for doing the best that you can to adjust. They are not entitled to what is going on inside your body at all. Fuck that, fuck them, keep on doing your best. Fuck.